Restream account and see if that helps matters. I will let you guys know when it's time to refresh. So how are we doing now? Are we back up? We're going to be a little glitchy because we're going through Restream, but yeah. Just waiting on everything else to hook here. I got to get try to get Foxhole back up. Hang in there. How are we doing now? Are we back up? All right, loud and clear. Yeah, it's something to do with OBS to Restream. That's just throwing fits. It doesn't even make sense that I can just go straight to Restream and suddenly everything's all better. Let me see if I can change stuff around here on the fly to where you guys can see different shots. It's not going to look worth a damn, but hey, there we go. Okay, so we got the candle. Got the fire burning away here for you. Now we can switch back. God, there is a huge delay tonight too, so you'll have to forgive me. Anywho, this is the windbreak that I was talking about that you can get online, pretty inexpensive. It's fairly good sized windbreak for when you're cooking. But if you folded this just right, which I probably won't be able to tonight because I'm pissed off enough that I don't want to. Yeah, if you fold this around and put that around your candle. Let's see if we can switch over so you can see that. Hey, AG, how's it going there, bud? Let's see here. You'll have to forgive me, folks. It's not going to be as smooth as a normal show. You can see, back that camera off a little bit so you can. So you can see how much light that would cast out. And of course, if you are somewhere where it's windy, the tighter and tighter you get this, makes for a pretty damn good reflector too. You got these little feet here that you turn out so they doesn't easily blow over. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I would think that would. Well, let's just see. Let's kick these backlights off again. And I'm going to put the camera back on me, and then we're going to move that reflector around to where it'll be my direction. You can see how dark it is right now. We're just going to take and cruise this around to the other side here just quick. And it's not super bright, but at least you can see me now. If if you wanted to, we can put a little bend in there and get that to bounce around a little more. There we go. There. And that's plenty bright enough to do just about anything you need to do. I mean, it's not overly bright, don't get me wrong. You get too far away, it gets awfully damn dark. But and the heat coming off it is just impressive. But now, of course, anytime you're burning anything, for a long period of time in a house, I don't care if it's a wood stove or a lot of candles or an oil lamp, anything like that, you need to make sure that you have a good source of fresh air. Put that out quick. Just so you're not having CO2 or carbon monoxide issues. Yeah. So you just watched me do it in real time. It didn't take long at all. If you really had to, and you had nothing else in your repertoire you could use, it wouldn't be real hard to make one of these oil candles and have it ready for you. Yeah. Yeah, it does make you warm just seeing it reflect on you. But it is surprising how warm that will make you. So, and I think the other one I want to do is, have you guys seen any of the videos for Crisco Candles, where you use vegetable shortening? Just curious. Yeah, 40 hours worth. If you use a whole can. Hey, Jay Beasy. Nice to see you over there on Trovo. You got beeswax from your hat. Yeah, that's cheating. Beeswax actually works outstanding. But yeah, if you have shortening, like a can of vegetable shortening, if you take a regular long stem candle and push it down in there, light that up. I think they said the one is like, if you use a 4-pound tub, it's like I want to say it's 1,000-hour candle. Yes, beeswax does make great candles. But I don't know. Last year I was baffled with the amount of people that froze to death, because their power went out or their natural gas stopped flowing. And I guess you would think it would be a wake-up call for some people, but I don't know. We'll see. The other thing you can do, well, maybe we'll save that. I was going to, and you know what I think we want to do next is, I watched a video on a gentleman that made a alcohol stove out of an Altoids can and a mini Altoids can. And it was just impressive on how well it came together and how well it worked. But just like, this, if I had to, the amount of heat that was coming off that candle, I could probably get that into a cook system, and yeah, it would take some time, but I bet you it would boil some water. Might only be a cup at a time because it doesn't have a huge, you have a mass to energy to overcome there. So some people go crazy and they'll well, I want to boil, 3 or 4 cups of water or almost a, quart and a half, something like that. Their stock pot full. You're just going, I wouldn't do that. It's never going to reach a boiling point. Yeah, it won't happen to me. It will never die. Did you get that? I think they called them a penny can stove there, Sergeant Bob. Is that what you're talking about? And the thing is, guys, we're all strapped for cash right now. So if you don't have the money, you have to become resourceful. And the only way I can think of doing that is, stuff like this. I mean, this literally, well, you saw me build it. It took, what, 5 minutes? Maybe. And I mean, it's pretty easy to light back up. Just touch them off. Away they go. You can hear that popping and cracking, that oil burning off. I think you can hear that. I don't know. You can use it in oil lamps. It's not nearly. This is not nearly as efficient. Don't get me wrong, as just straight lamp oil. And if you're going to get into lamp oil, I would suggest you stick with the paraffin oils. They just work so much better than kerosene. The kerosene, one, the paraffin lamp oil's got a longer shelf life, and two, the kerosene oil has a tendency to stink your house up when you burn it. So if I would say in a situation where you had to, yeah, you could use the vegetable oil and rubbing alcohol to get your lamp oil burning. It's probably not going to burn quite as bright, but it'll get the job done. Yeah, kerosene will put off a fair amount of smoke and a little bit of odor, but yeah, the vegetable oil will gum up the wicks eventually. That's why this is, kind of emergency use only. Whale oil works best. I've never gotten a chance to, but I'll believe you, Sergeant Bob. Let's see. Yeah, once got that was probably me that actually froze up, but it's all good. Um, Tardfish asks, if on too long, will the metal get the glass too hot? Actually, the thin metal that these canning lids are made out of, um, surprisingly doesn't get overly hot. And it takes a lot of heat to start melting the glass or having an issue with the glass. There's not a lot of heat transfer. I mean, I'm holding it, just below the ring. I can actually grab a hold of the ring, and it's warm to the touch. Don't get me wrong, but it's not hot. Class 3 fuel is the best. Yeah, well, yeah. Kerosene does stink. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, and I had this other little one burning, and you'll have to forgive me. I thumped it around too much, but I had that burning for 3.5 hours, and that's all the fuel it used up. So I mean, it does take a lot to burn these completely dry. And hopefully by then you've come up with another solution or something better to use, or you've been able to get out and get yourself an oil lamp or something along that lines. But I'll be honest with you. And the other thing you can do is if you have some mason jars laying around, you can actually buy the oil lamp tops for the mason jars, and they work really well. 2 fins up. There you go. Lamp oil is readily available. That's true. Right now. Beeswax candles. Yeah. A problem with a candle, I mean, it takes a lot of candles to put out, a tenth of the light that an oil lamp will. But candles aren't necessarily a bad thing either. I mean, like I said, this little bugger right here. I mean, you could throw, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these tea lights in here to keep them all in one kit, and you just got this little jar, little reflector in the back. And you start that bugger up, and it's fairly bright. It would get you from your bed to your bathroom in the middle of the night. Let's put it that way. And let's face it, for a lot of us, that's the most important thing. Yeah, center draft lamp. The center draft lamp will heat the room well. For some reason, this bugger is kicking off more smoke than I'd like it to, so we're going to adjust the wick again here a little bit. There we go. And now I want to show you how small these have got now. Now that flame's gotten a little more manageable now that it's burned off quite a bit of the wick. So yeah. Tea lights can be found cheap at the dollar store. I actually found some pretty good sized packs that were, I think, $4 at Walmart too. And it was a few, God, I want to say it was 24 tea lights. It was actually really cheap. I was surprised. So we're going to put that out. A little smoke come up like that. Ooh. Anyway. So we got ways to light your way around the house. We got a little tea light candle. We got oil lamps made out of cotton balls and an old mason jar. What else we got? Yeah, cheap solar yard lights. That's always a good thing to keep around. And then what else do we got? Oh, we got our reflector. Got to make one of those. And the nice part is, if you put the bend just right to where it's not, a sharp bend, all you got to do is go. It rolls itself up. And then, of course, there's always the old-fashioned hobo candle, or hobo lamp. And I got one that would kind of work for that here. It was a piece that I already cut off, so we can reuse it. $15 for 100 lights, yeah. So we can take this tea light out. We're going to light that up. There we go. And we're just going to drop it in. And now you have yourself a nice little diffused lantern. I'll turn these backlights off. Man, it's getting warm back here with all these burning. Whew. See, just a nice little lantern. Be able to see what the heck you're doing. Yeah, burns pretty good. And the wind doesn't. Unless you blow straight in the hole, doesn't really affect it. So yeah. A little ambiance tonight. But so there shouldn't be a reason that we freeze to death, guys. I don't know how that even happened, to be quite honest with you. But in the area I'm in, I'm used to power outages, and usually the power outages happen when it's really freaking cold outside. So I guess I can't be judging people that haven't been around it before, so I'll stop. But damn, there shouldn't be a reason that anybody freezes to death, and not if you're resourceful. Yeah. The pint mason jars with the handles on them, they work great for, Amish flashlights, like you were saying. And if you really want to do it well, what you do is you take that aluminum ducting tape, the actual aluminum stuff, and stick it on one side, the back side where the handle is, and stick it there for a reflector to push your light out. It will make life a lot easier for you. Yeah, I agree. I understand you don't necessarily have to worry about it being that cold in southern Texas, but man, I don't get it, I guess. You got to roll that tape. There you go. Oh, it's good stuff to keep around. Yeah, I guess, Tiana, my thing is if I was dropped in a desert, I would probably try my damnedest to survive. And I think what you had in that situation was, I understand it gets cold. It doesn't get cold down there. I get that. But I think what you had was a lot of people that gave up, to be quite honest with you. And I guess I can get on my rant again if you guys want me to, but I think that's a growing problem that we have. We wait for everybody else to fix the problems, and all we do is die in the process of waiting. So it's hard for me to wrap my head around the will to not want to live anymore. And I'm sure those people in their last few moments wanted to live, and there was nothing they could do about it. And I don't want that for anyone. So that's why I come on here and I do this. I would think that everybody would have vegetable oil, cotton balls, and a jar of some sort. I don't care if it's a damn pickle jar. Dump the pickles out. Make yourself an oil lamp. I would much rather have heat over pickles. It's just, I don't know. And I feel bad for those people because they died needlessly. I mean, there was dragging your barbecue inside your house to heat your house, and you thought that was a good idea, and you died from carbon monoxide poisoning. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, yeah. Coming from South Dakota, let me tell you, we lost power a lot in dead of winter, and it would be weeks before that ever got turned back on. You'd have massive infrastructure issues, power poles snapped off, lines dragged down from the icing up. They would actually ship people in from all over the United States to come try to get our power back up, and it still took them weeks. And oddly enough, I don't remember ever hearing a lot of people freezing to death. I understand that we're used to winter over there. We understand what it brings, but you can't say that everybody's used to not having power. So, heh. Yeah. Well, that's because you got a decent head on your shoulders there, Tiana. But I don't know. It's just it baffles me. I guess you guys will have to forgive me because it sure seems like it's glitchy. So hopefully the audio is not glitchy. But yeah, I guess I just have trouble wrapping my head around it, and that might be a problem with me. Um, just not understanding the situation. But I don't know. I worry that people's desire to make it is not necessarily as strong as it used to be. And I'm sure I'm incorrect in my logic, but I don't know. Doesn't seem right for that many people. Well, just like people stuck in their cars and 27 hours on the freeway and nothing to eat, nothing to keep yourself warm. You're not going to sit there and run your car for 27 hours. If you do, you're not going to have a car to drive away. So you got to have this stuff together. I mean, you got to. I don't care where you're from. So I guarantee you, a 15-degree night for me, being from where I'm from, probably feels a lot like a 40, 45-degree night for a lot of people. So if you're cold, you're cold. There's just no, doesn't matter what the temperature is outside. If you're a person that gets cold easy, then you need to plan for that. Same way in the summertime, I guess my temperature's up here. Yeah, when it's 90 degrees outside, it's sure as hell feels hot to me. A lot of people, that's normal. I would have a tougher time dealing with the heat than I do the cold. I always said you can always put more clothes on to stay warm. You can't take enough clothes off to get cool sometimes. Use the water on the stock tank for the toilet. We keep it at least 60 gallons of water at all times. Used for everything else. Yep. Yeah, storing up water that's the other thing. When the power shuts off, so do the pumps. Just because you got a lot of water close by, if you can't get it to your house, it really don't fucking matter. So either you got to have a way to pump it, or you, I guess, don't drink. That won't last long. You see, Smokey Randy knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sitting here in my underwear with a fan blowing on me. Naked is the only thing left. Evaporative cooling. Yeah. It's still damn hot though. Give me my mountains. You can keep your desert, I guess. Yeah, that's the problem. If you get into high humidity, it's evaporative cooling is fairly hard to produce. I have a 3-burner Coleman stove for cooking on. Coleman hot water heater on demand. Okay, yeah, those are all good things. Now the Coleman hot water heater, I'd be a little careful running that in the house unless you got a way to get some air to it, or an air to you, I guess I should say. Yeah, no thanks. But anywho, I had a lot of others. Well, let's see here. What else could we do tonight? You guys just want to have a little fun. We had some how-tos. If if my fucking OBS would have kept working, we were going to cut a pork loin tonight, but the cameras are all set up out at the table, and yeah, I can't get them into here without OBS. So cracked a window in the kitchen when you use it. Okay. Let's see what's going on over in Foxhole. What do we got going here? I like that. We'll make one for sure. All right, good, good. In Missouri, we had no electricity for 2 weeks. Blankets over the doorways and in one room. There you go. Buddy in Canada had no power for 5 days and minus 20-degree weather. Yep, that happens. Yeah, I'm with you, AG. 17-degree weather. Ugh. I start getting hot when it's over 72. That's me too. But yeah, I don't know. What can I do tonight to save this show? Yeah. Let's see what I can pull off. What kind of magical mystery shit can we do now? Oh, I know what we could look at. I'll have to, oh, shit. Might have to rearrange the camera here a little bit. Oh, I gotta blow out my lantern. Not easy to blow out a wind resistant lantern. Oh, and if you guys got jars sitting around, I don't even care if they're pickle jars or whatever. Don't throw the damn things away. Glass is hard to produce, and you can use them for exactly what we did today. You can use them for a lot of different things. Coolhat.com. What in the hell? Nearly saved you from heat stroke a few times. All right. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. All right, I did a little gear test. We're going to see how this fared right here live. I wasn't planning on this, but it is what it is. Yeah. Sorry, folks. I had to talk to the wife just quick. I scared the hell out of her there. She didn't know I went outside. The door shut. And she was in the restroom. Yeah, showering, and scared the holy hell out of her. Whoops. She thought somebody was dying out here, I guess. I don't know. Let's see if I can get this set up here. So, to give you a little backstory, let's see, we'll go this way. There we go. This is an EDC pouch that is made by Oracle. And I wanted to give this a test. So, I actually, on purpose, packed this thing all up the way I would pack it. And hey, we just sat it outside and let it snow on it and freeze a few times. Oh, well, you can see some of the paint come off that button there. Yeah, just gave it a little bit of a rough life. It finally unthawed enough, and I pulled it out, let it dry off, and we're gonna see how it did. There's some stuff in here that I guarantee you should have rusted up, and some batteries and stuff like that I'm sure are not working real well. So we're gonna see how it did, how it fared, how dry it kept everything. You guys let me know if you can hear me. I guess let me know if there's even anybody left in here since we've been having nothing but problems tonight. And to let you know, this is how I would pack up a normal EDC. Our little get-home pouch. Just for fun. Oh, I can see a little rust already. Okay. So, just kind of a handy little pack. Duct tape looks like it fared okay. Yeah. Still comes off all right. There's our Bic lighter that has a little safety on it so it doesn't get bumped and starts leaking on its own in here. That, let's see. Yeah. Ooh, boy, you can tell that bugger's cold. There we go. Getting a little heat to it now. See, that's the other reason I'm not a fan of Bic lighters for all those that give you shit or give me shit for it out here. Cold weather, they don't like that. Let's see. Well, our drink mixes are good. These are liquid IVs. They're a hydration pouch. These, if I remember correctly, according to the manufacturer, anyways, these take a glass of water and basically turn it into 3 glasses of water. Just makes your body absorb it a lot easier. But we'll see how they fared here. Right. No damage. What else we got in here? Oh, the flashlight. Ooh, how do you think the batteries did on that? Oh, hey, we're still working. It's a plus. Little Altoids survival tin. You guys remember when we built these? Let's see how it looks on the inside. Well, the ferro rod's always around my neck. This is the fishing kit. See, Krusty? It's right here. And I think you have some that are just like this. Yeah, it's just on a lanyard around my neck. When I'm heading out, it heads with me. So the fishing kit stayed dry. I didn't see any rust on the hooks. That's good. Now we'll tape that up later. What else we got in here? Oh, that's... Huh? No. Plastic bags. I don't see any moisture in them. And again, this went through, 4 or 5 inches of snow, and then the unthaw. And all that fun stuff. I thought we were going to have more water damage than this in here. Zip ties, because you can never have too many zip ties. Don't need that too much anymore. Probably take the off out for now. There's our zip ties. These are kind of cool little things. If you guys remember me talking about these, it's a pulley system for paracord. Carabiner with a pulley down here. Those. Oh, there's a little rust right there. I don't know if you can see it right there. Got a little rust on there, but not horrible really for what this thing just went through. Right in the rain pencil. I just like these because they're a much thicker lead than a standard mechanical pencil. Yeah, ramen noodles actually do make a good fire starter. Cheetos work pretty good. Dorito chips. Oh, all right. Well, our DeWalt knife did not fare as well. I wouldn't be using this for food preparation. Let's put it that way. But, surprisingly, I don't see a lot of rust on the blade itself. It's more up here on the upper surface. The blade still looks pretty sharp. Another pulley system. Now these are cute little buggers. These are the smallest crescent adjustable pliers, or water pump pliers, or I've heard them called just about everything. Slip joint pliers. But smallest little set I could find. It's a crescent, looks like a RT24. And, for tightening up battery terminals, some work on your firearm, stuff like that. Having these little buggers are just kind of nice to have around. There's a little bit of rust on it. So the water did get in, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to. What else do we got in here? Oh, this will be the true test coming up here. Battery packs. AAAs and AA's. The plastic isn't cracked. And if you're ever looking these little cases here, it just keeps them from grounding themselves out or grounding or shorting into each other. So, safe way to carry batteries. I'm waiting on the first aid stuff here because I don't want to. Paracord. Feels cold, but it feels dry. Yeah, there's no moisture down on the inside. This pack actually did pretty damn good. I was surprised. Now, here's going to be the true test. The first aid stuff. The easiest one to tell is the Band-Aid. It's not puffed up. It's not discolored. I don't think it got wet. I'm thoroughly impressed. Alcohol pads, they look fine. Now there's some good fire starter for you. If you do get your hands on some of these, they're called Sting Relief. They're really good for insect bites and even like rashes and stuff like that. They're ethyl alcohol and lidocaine, so they're kind of an instant painkiller too. Topical painkiller.
Better than lavender.
Yeah, better than my wife tried putting lavender one time on me, which, from what I hear, does work on insect bites. However, if you stuff it on your eyelid, as she thought I needed to do, that burned like a son of a bitch. Yeah, so we didn't have too many issues here. We got a little rust on that, right, just on the joint there. The knife did not fare as well. Luckily, I got some extra blades for it, so not a big deal there. I'm surprised that the flashlight is still working. That's impressive to me. But all right. That was less eventful than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was all going to be rested up. And, mold and mildew and stuff all over it. Actually worked pretty damn good. So, again, this is an Oracle, kind of a day pack. Yeah, I'll see if I can get that logo out for you here. It's by Orca Tactical. And you got to make her stretch. Get her all the way closed. Yeah, good little pack. It's got the molly webbing on the back, so you can tie it to a bag. Molly straps. You can always string this over your belt loop to carry it. Now you can see how long that sat out in that weather. See the fading on these straps? They're normally that color, and they're this color now. So I left it outside for quite a while, and it fared pretty good. I'm happy. Happy. So anyway, I don't have too much left for you guys. What do we want to talk about tonight? Want to cuss and swear at you? Anybody out? So, anywho, you got to get some of those battery cases. Yeah, they're a good thing to have. If you've ever been really annoyed with batteries, wow, bump that camera and get you sick. You ever been annoyed with getting into batteries and them being just totally dead or for no apparent reason dead? Get yourself some of those cases. It'll help. Anywho, yeah, if I can't think of, well, I had plenty of other stuff planned, but that has now gone to shit. Yeah, don't buy your batteries at the dollar store or Harbor Freight for that matter. Actually, surprisingly, the Sam's Club Members Mark batteries aren't too bad. The Amazon basic ones are pretty good. I don't know. But hell, you know what? We haven't heard from Uncle Krusty in a while. So I'm guessing he's going to go on to play a little music tonight. Would that be correct there, Mr. Krusty? And if it is, I am probably going to give you your Kirkland batteries are okay. Yeah. Probably going to give you your heads up that you're looking for. Because, yeah. My show is turning to, well, yeah. Anyway. Having fun fighting. Hour and a half tonight. That's, yeah. Sorry, folks. I wish I had more for you. I don't know. Keep putting my head down, I guess, and keep doing this, but gonna have to figure out something, so I may have to run into town tomorrow and get a hardwire cord and see if that fixes it. You know what? I have got an idea. I just thought about something that we can do. Anybody in the mood for just a fuck around here? Just a fuck around night? I'm feeling it. Give me just a second here. We're gonna fix a problem here. I feel bad for the folks over on Foxhole because, yeah, this is not my normal show. I'm usually not this cantankerous, but I guess it is what it is. So, best laid plans of mice and men. That is true. Over. Oh, I gotta shut a few of these down. So,